Alright, now I wanted to talk about what appears to be the never-ending saga of this GTA 6 leak. This guy got more information than a state hacker trying to learn something about classified military documents. Rockstar hacker claims GTA 6 budget already exceeds 2 billion years ahead of launch. I mean, I don't really think this is the most insane news ever. Is it news? Is it something we didn't know? Yeah, but if you're sitting there right now flabbergasted, oh, I can't believe they were gonna spend so much money. I don't know if you understand the point of business. Business, their goal is to make as much money as humanly possible. GTA 5 made a lot of money. It's the most profitable media franchise percentage-wise ever, not in terms of overall income, but for how much money they put into GTA 5 and how much money they took out. Most profitable game ever. So of course they're going to be putting a metric butt ton of money into its sequel because it's also going to print money for them. GTA 6 could be terrible, and it will still make more than $2 billion. The second that game comes out, it will have made more than $2 billion easily. At $60, $70, $80 a pop, I don't know what they're going to go for on the pricing. I guarantee you that $2 billion is going to look like chump change. It is substantially more than GTA 5 though, so hopefully that means substantially more content. This guy really got so much information out of this leak though. Usually in a leak it's just a little information. He got the source code, he got the map, he got the budget, and he got targeted by the FBI. On the bright side, I know the FBI talks a lot about how they can't get any computer hackers, so maybe they'll be like, we won't turn you over to Rockstar Games, but you have to work for us type of deal. I don't know if that's just how it works in Fast and Furious movies or if real life kind of works like that too, but if he's about to sit in prison for a very long time over this GTA 6 leak, I don't think it was worth it. You're too talented at the computers to sit in prison, pal. On September 18th, the gaming industry all but stood still as one of the biggest leaks in history set the internet ablaze. GTA 6 gameplay was on display for the very first time as dozens of in-development clips revealed new systems, protagonists, and plenty more. Rockstar swiftly followed up to assure the game's development would not be majorly impacted by the enormous leak. And days later, the 17-year-old hacker responsible for the leak was arrested in England. You know, this dude's mom was so confused when there was a knock on the door. She looked outside and just saw the SWAT team coming to make sure that this guy got taken into custody safely. I feel like one thing boomers haven't really caught on to yet is that you could probably send 2 cops to a hacker's house and it'd be fine. They send the whole FBI high response team, hostage rescue team ready to go. This 17-year-old's just minding his business. His mom was like, son, what did you do? Why is there 47 men with rifles and bulletproof vests outside? He had to have known this was coming, right? I feel like if you hack into a company as large as Rockstar and you leak files from a game that's going to make as much money as GTA 6, you have to expect that they're going to do something about it. Especially because Take-Two doesn't really mess around, man. They go hard in the paint, to say the least. They're just a huge company. Anytime a company starts hitting the tens of billions of dollars a year mark, you have to remember the people in charge of the company are now a bunch of lawyers that want to make money. They're not really worried about whether or not your passion hacking project was upstanding for the moral victory of the internet. They don't care. You hurt the bottom line, so now they are angry and crying. I hope it goes well, though. He's going to be an absolute legend in jail, and just based on that talent, I highly doubt he's going to sit there for long. I'm not trying to sound so tinfoil hat conspiracy, but if I was the British government, I would cut this dude a deal if he worked for us instead of hacking video game information. Because what are the odds of you coming across somebody that's self-taught to this skill at 17 years old? I know there are more of them, but I mean, come on. The guy's got to be pretty good with computers, dude. He's out here doing some Peter Parker levels of genius work by himself in a bedroom. Imagine if you guys actually taught him all this stuff and gave him government level technology. Homie would be FaceTiming Kim Jong-un by this time noon tomorrow. However, with their online history being traced, further intel is continuing to slip through the cracks. Now it appears the game budget has been revealed in the leaked DMs, as the hacker seemingly claimed over $2 billion has already been spent on GTA 6. GTA 6 has been in development since 2014, and the hacker supposedly shared on a secretive message board. He went on to reveal that the $2 billion investment already made by Rockstar parent company Take-Two Interactive, according to what he could glean from the security breach. You're telling me this game has been in development since 2014 and it's still not done? What's the point of being one of the biggest, richest game publishing houses if it still takes you 8 years to finish a GTA? I just want the game. That's me being petty, okay? I understand games take time. I just want it, man. 2014, it's been in development. It's still not done. They just made us rebuy GTA 5 3 times for funsies. Oh yeah, it was super funsies to have to buy it each time a new console came out. I'm sure it was super funsy for you guys to get your new yachts too. Oh, it sure must have been glorious. I'm glad that this info's coming out, but I'm not really surprised, especially if it's been in development since 2014. Like, if they spent $2 billion on GTA 6 and it took 5 years, I still wouldn't be surprised. It's going to be one of the biggest games of all time. They need it to be a hit, because I'm sure the money machine of GTA 5 might be starting to run out and slow down. It's still printing money, but let's not pretend it's printing money like it's 2016, 2015 anymore. So they need this to be a hit, and it's just going to be a huge game. Game development certainly isn't cheap, and now that we've been making games for an extended period of time, you gotta start factoring inflation into this stuff too. Money just is not worth as much as it used to be worth. Like back in the 90s, $1 million went quite a bit farther than it does today. But yeah, a game of this size is going to easily be hundreds of millions, and I'm not surprised it reached the billions. They're going to make that back instantly as soon as the game gets sold. But also, think about GTA Online. Even if GTA 6 Online is bad, do you think that there is enough people out there that are going to be a big enough fanboy to buy the shark cards? Well, then they're going to keep printing money. That's what a majority of the money was from on GTA 5 too. I think they're going to make back their original money very, very quickly in terms of just selling the game. It eventually will turn profitable. But what they're really hoping for is this online GTA 6 to pop off, become the game that everybody's playing so they can collect money like there's no tomorrow. Those microtransactions are all profit, baby. You think it costs them anything on their end to give your account more money? No, that's just a line of code that repeats itself automatically. You're just giving them $20. Like, they're just taking that. It's not costing them anything. You know how fat the margins are on that, bro? And that's why all these companies are pushing microtransactions, by the way. Like, I see people, why would they do that? We don't like them. Oh, they know we don't like them, but they're just rolling around in their money. They can't hear us right now. All they hear in their ears is all the paper crushing together. Oh, goodness, they ripped a $100 bill. Oh, well, I have 1,000 more. Like, they're just rolling in the money. They don't really care what we think about it, I guarantee you that.